Yizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man. You could tap in or you could tap out. But you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now you already know time, energy, the highest forms of currency, my G. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money and chasing that paper, stacking that cheese, that cheddar, and that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's, at all times. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. All right. Big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's highly invested in the channel, everybody that understands that we are growing this channel organically, constant elevation. Yeah, we on our way to the top, well over 50,000 subscribers, and we on our way to 60K. All right. Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new subscribers, everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube. Grown Man Business TV is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You know how I'm giving it up, and you absolutely know how I'm putting it down, all right? Now, listen, man, do me a favor. Wipe off your feet before you step into the big house. You understand me? Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear. Every time you step foot in the Realest channel on YouTube, Grown Man Business TV is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, I only got one question, right? Did you miss me? Yeah. Yeah. Listen. If you miss me, just say that. You feel me? All the extra this and all the extra that. Listen, man, if you miss me, Grown Man Business TV, just say that. All right, it's all good. Don't worry. Yeah, man. Listen, man. We got a lot to talk about. I've been over the road. Y'all know how I do. Crossing state lines at all times. Doing what I do best. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been peeping what's going on in these YouTube streets, and I'm disappointed. Highly disappointed in y'all. And we're gonna talk about that. I got a lot of people in the DM. Yo, Big G and B TV, what's your perspective on everything that's going down with Fat Joe, Haas Campbell, Zippy with the Drippy? I mean, what's your thought process on everything that's taking place with the dirty section of YouTube? I gotta say, man, first and foremost, from yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, absolutely nasty work. Yeah, nasty work watching what's taking place in these YouTube streets. Nasty work watching, independent content creators being colonized. Yeah, domesticated. The colonizer is colonizing you YouTubers, and y'all don't even see it coming. Y'all don't even know what's happening. You know what I mean? The play is being ran, and y'all don't know what direction to run in. Well, here we are, my G's. You in the Realest channel on YouTube, Grown Man Business TV, and we're gonna talk about this. All right, now, one thing for sure, two things for certain. We're going to have a deeper conversation tonight about what's going on out there in Minnesota, what's taking place on American soil. But before we get into the politics, before we get into the meat and potatoes of what's really taking place, what's really going on right before our eyes when it comes to the higher ups and the elites, I got to tap in on this topic right here. I got to. All right. And you already know I'm going to connect the dots like none other. There's nobody on YouTube. There's nobody on this application that's going to connect the dots like Grown Man Business TV. And I ain't going to lie. I got to be honest and I got to be truthful. Y'all need me in these YouTube streets. Y'all need Grown Man Business. You need a bad guy like me so you can point your fingers and say, he's the bad guy. Well, listen, I don't mind being the bearer of bad news. Okay? And it's about to get deep. It's about to get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. So, man, make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you do what you need to do when you come over here to Grown Man Business TV, because there is none other. And I'm going to prove that, and we're going to talk about that. All right? Yeah. If you miss me, just say you miss me, baby. It is what it is. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You know what I mean? Now, y'all already know, right? I got to do some customizations to the chat. Or we about to have a conversation. And because of what we're going to talk about, because of the message and the madness, I got to do some customizations to the chat. The higher ups and the elites are always playing chess at the highest level. They always trying to muffle the message. They always trying to shadow ban the channel, my G's. They understand that Grown Man Business TV is a threat to the establishment. Absolutely. They also know for a fact that the revolution will be televised right here in these YouTube streets. independent content creation. And because of all that, I got to do some customizations to the chat. Yeah, we going to do that. I'm disappointed in you YouTubers. Yeah. Yeah, we gonna talk, man. Y'all got the Brandy syndrome. We gonna talk about that. Big salute to the chat. Well over 100 in here. Hit the like button when y'all come in here. Man, we gonna talk, man. Nasty work, what they got y'all doing out here. Tap dancing, rapping and tapping, spitting and skitting. I told y'all what they came over here for. I gave y'all the game. I told y'all exactly. I ran the play. I told you the blueprint, and y'all still fell in the trap. Y'all still fell victim. Yeah, y'all was paying attention to the double cross, and you wasn't paying attention to the triple cross. I don't know what you listen, man. Let's get into this. Let me do what I need to do. Hit the like button. I see y'all in here. I see everybody rolling in. I know that the content creation in the YouTube streets have been dry without Grown Man Business TV. Y'all tired of smoking that Reggie Miller, ain't you? Yeah, y'all tired of tapping in to YouTube, scrolling these YouTube streets, and getting that bullshit weed they've been selling y'all. Y'all been looking for that exotic. Y'all been looking for that grown man business. Well, here I am. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I'm talking about 2002 sour diesel. Y'all remember that sour diesel from back in the day? Yeah, that's what you getting over here. Dealing with these, we gonna talk, yeah, let me do what I need to. Yeah, y'all tired of smoking that Reggie Miller, ain't you? Yeah, for sure. Now listen, man, you see that right there at the bottom of the chat, right? Before you get in here with your Twitter fingers, using your Twitter fingers, doing what the Twitter fingers like to do, with the Twitter and all in the comment section, using your Twitter fingers, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time you step foot in the Realest channel on YouTube, Grown Man Business TV. And listen, when I say the Realest channel on YouTube, I mean that. I mean that. Everybody around me has been compromised. Everybody around me is being colonized. I'm like a runaway slave, homie. I'm like Nat Turner of the YouTube streets. I'm Nat Turner. When it come to this content creation, I'm the only one, man. Everybody is falling in the pocket, compromised, colonized. The colonizer is colonizing you YouTubers, and we gonna talk about it. Big salute to the chat. Do what you need to do when you come in here. Let's get into this. Now, recently, when I was over the road, when I was doing what I do, crossing state lines at all times, I saw Fat Joe come into these YouTube streets and disrespect independent content creators in a certain section. Okay? Now, I want to say this before we get into what Fat Joe said. Fat Joe, your knees is knocking, man. Your knees is knocking, brother. I don't know. I don't care how much Chanel that you put on, how much Gucci. I don't care what Rolex your thighs and your knees rub together when you get to walking up. Anytime you sit down, your thighs is touching. Yeah. Yeah, your knees is knocking. Yeah, you got knock knees and you got motherfucking thighs that rub together. You don't need to be talking about nobody. You don't need to call nobody names. You don't need to disrespect nobody. What is the audacity of a man the shape of a laundry bag? Yeah, I'm talking trash bags, laundry bags. You're shaped like a bag of laundry, and your knees is knocking, and your thighs rub together. You shouldn't be talking. You shouldn't be calling nobody bums. You shouldn't be calling people out their name. Okay? You should be a little bit more respectful, knowing that you got knock knees. We all saw the video of you walking with your knees rubbing together and your thighs rubbing together. Okay? I wanted to get that out there before we get into the meat and potatoes, because it's nasty work in these YouTube streets. And it ain't just Fat Joe. You know, DJ Academics, Show Flacco, the Flacco guy out there with Adam 22. They make a lot of money on YouTube, but they thighs rub together. Yeah, yeah. Fat Joe, Show Flacco, DJ Academics, y'all all got these turkey thighs, and you can't take 2 steps without your chafe. Your thighs is chafing. That's what they call it, chafe. You got chafe in between your thighs because your big ass. Yeah, we gonna talk. You shouldn't be disrespecting nobody. You should be very humble. You should walk with grace. Yeah. But nobody in these YouTube streets wanted to tell y'all that because they all been compromised. Respectfully. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Appreciate that. Yeah. I appreciate that 20-piece nugget. Yeah. I can have a 20-piece nugget. I work out. I'm physically fit. But these puppets come into the sector, they come into the YouTube streets, and they talk crazy about rappers, and they talk about content creators, and y'all are so disrespectful. And meanwhile, you sit down and your thighs is rubbing together. Yeah. You chafing. Okay, let's get into this. I wanted to put that out there. Fat Joe, watch your mouth, man. And I'm speaking for my homies in the dirty sector. Now, what do you mean by that, GMB TV? What I'm starting to realize is this. I'm not a part of the dirty sector. You understand what I'm saying? Now I always rub shoulders with the dirty sector. You know what I'm saying? We all share the same algorithm. We share a lot of the same subscribers and investors in this algorithm. But when people speak about the dirty sector, they don't include Grown Man Business TV. And I didn't understand why. You understand? You know, for a minute, I'm saying we all, but what I'm realizing is when the download, this content I do over here, this ain't dirty content. This is clear, clean cut content that I'm giving you straight off the brick into the bottles. Pure dope. Nothing dirty, nothing stepped on about what I do in these YouTube streets. So when the celebrities, when other content creators, when people in general speak about the dirty section of YouTube, I want to tell y'all, and I want to give y'all a clear-cut example of what they're talking about. They have titled New York content creators the dirty section. Now, y'all all know I'm not from New York City. I'm from Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia, to be exact, 757. But I wanted to throw that out there before we get into this situation with Fat Joe. Knock-kneed Fat Joe, a knock-kneed Puerto Rican with his thighs rubbing together. They have bunched y'all into a box. They have put y'all into a sector. Okay? I'm saying that to say this. When Fat Joe made these remarks, he was talking about all of y'all. And we're going to get deeper into that. I felt like somebody needed to say this because I've been watching and ain't nobody connected the dots. He talking about all of y'all New York content creators that do what y'all do. Okay? Respectfully. Followers is in the dirty section of YouTube. We all share the same algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Cam and Mace, Joe and Jada. We all share the same algorithm. Joe and Jada share the same algorithm as Mikey B and Smitty. Gilly and Wallow share the same algorithm as Zippy with the Drippy. You understand? I'm trying to give y'all a clear bird eye view of what I'm talking about. So what they are doing now is they're talking about the New York content creators when they say the dirty section, and that's okay. I'm not a part of the dirty section, and I'm okay with that. But I got a lot of homies in the dirty section. Yeah, a lot of my homies, they live in the dirty section, and I ain't like that. We're gonna get into this. Big salute to the chat. Nasty work was taking place. I told y'all the circus was coming. But I don't want you to get this confused with a rant. I want you to understand, I'm about to give y'all some real game in this. I'm about to break down exactly what the higher ups and the elites did. Oh, and it's too late, my G's, respectfully. You need to know that. Ain't no backing out of this. Y'all went through the door. Y'all already accepted what's been handed to you. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna be up here all day. I got things to do. Let's get into this. Big salute to the chat. Hit the like button. Listen, man, I'm not a part of the dirty section, but I got a lot of homies that's in the dirty section. Let's talk about it, man. Let's get into the situation. Big salute to the chat. Hit the like button when you come in here, man. It's already too many of y'all in here, and the like button, hit the like button when you step into this big house. All right? Now, why am I saying all this? Because it's a play being ran on y'all. It get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deep in the rap on what's going on in these YouTube streets. And y'all fell right for the double cross. Y'all took the bait, and it's nasty work to see what took place. Let's go through what's going on, and let's let this situation play out. Y'all already know I don't go nowhere without the receipts. So knock knee Fat Joe, you already need to know I got the receipts. Your thighs is rubbing together. Yeah, let's not forget that. You get up here, and we gonna talk about it. I like the Air Maxes 95s. I like the Chanel hat and all that. I like that. But let's never forget you shaped like a bag of laundry. Yeah. Let's not forget you shaped like a bag of groceries. Let's not forget that your thighs and your knees rub together when you walk. Don't let that Chanel fool you. Don't let that Gucci and that Rolex, don't let it fool you, my G. Any man that got areolas, any man that got chafed between his thighs because his thighs rub together, you don't got the credentials to critique nobody. Okay? Big salute to the chat, man. Let's get right into this receipt right here. Or we're gonna talk. We're gonna get deep into this. I know y'all miss. Let's get into the chat. Hit the like button, man. Talk to him, Fat Joe. Talk to the people. Look.
It's in the dirty section. Now, y'all kids. No, when you home all day, no. Tell you something. When you home all day, you gotta get on the YouTube and it's the dirty section. Right? And what does that mean, Joe? They just talking shit about everybody, mother, father, they jumping in, they talking shit.
Now, I want to stop Fat Joe right there. You know what I mean? I want to kind of speak to that. I've been telling y'all for a long time that these celebrities watch the content. They sit at the house, they sit wherever they at, they cut the YouTube on, and they watch the content from the background. Not only do they watch it from the background, they remix the content. You understand what I'm saying? They take the content, they remix it. They use it. They don't show love. They don't give credit where credit is due. They don't do none of that. They don't show where their source is at. They sit back and they watch the content. Now, I just wanted to throw that out there. Appreciate that 10-piece nugget. Yeah, appreciate that 10-piece nugget. They've been watching the content for a long time, and I've been telling y'all this for a long time. Fat Joe just confirmed it. He was sitting at home, and he was watching the dirty section. Now, again, the dirty section is New York content creators. Zit with the Drip, Hassan Campbell, Harlem Legend, China Brim, Mikey B, Smitty, etc. That is the dirty section of YouTube. It's not like everybody else like me and other YouTubers that rub shoulders with these New York content creators. You understand? We might think we are the dirty section, but we are not the dirty section, and I'm okay with that. At this point, I want to be honest with you guys. I'm okay with not being the dirty section of YouTube. But all my niggas, a lot of my niggas, they in the dirty section, respectfully. A lot of my homies live in the hood, they live in the dirty section. Cool. They sit back and they watch us. They plot, they scheme, they take. Now, it's gonna get deeper than that. Talk to the people, Fat Joe. Look. And I want to say this. I like that hat right there. That's a real nice Chanel. I like that right there. Go ahead and talk to the people.
They hate everybody, right? We call that shit AM radio. Good morning, Vietnam. We're not talking about the podcast that actually had followers. A bunch of losers, bums that think they know shit, they critique, they never did a song, they this. The bums, the dirty section. So there's a king bum. There's a listen. There's a king of the dirty section. Yo, Jada, yo, listen, there's a king of the dirty section. He's been the king for a couple of years, right? You know, the type of nigga we don't even let him know he lives, like he exists, right? You know, you just gotta be, word. He talking flagrant about everybody. The man go and announce he came up. Y'all came up.
And salute to that. I see that, right? That's not how, I'm learning that that's not how it works. We all pop up in the algorithm. Like I said, Joe and Jada, they pop up in the algorithm. You know, Joe Buttons, he pops up. It's a lot of people that pop up in this algorithm. You know what I'm saying? And the algorithm is not what make you the dirty section from what I'm learning this. But we'll get into that. Joe said that there is a king bum. Now, you got to know something, right? If you the king bum, that means everybody under you is bums. You just the king bum. I got to talk about this because I thought it was nasty work, right? Watching Hassan Campbell and Zippy with the Drippy argue with each other. We're going to talk about this. I don't have no dog in the fight. You know what I mean? I don't communicate or rock. I don't got no dog in the fight when it comes to Zippy and Haas. The only thing that connects us is independent content creation. And it's nasty work. So I want to break this down since y'all didn't understand exactly what was going on here. He's talking about Hassan Campbell, called him the king bum. Okay? And everybody that's talking about Hassan Campbell, everybody that's making content about Hassan Campbell, everybody under, right? He's calling y'all bums as well. Yeah. He's saying Haas is the king bum. He's the king of all you bums in the dirty section. Now, I heard this. I have comprehension skills. I don't just listen. I don't just read, but I also comprehend. So I was totally baffled when I saw Haas and Zippy go at each other instead of going at Fat Joe. Like, y'all start arguing and bickering amongst each other. Fat Joe was talking to all of y'all. He was talking to Zip. He's talking to all of you. Respectfully. Okay? So, why am I speaking on this is because somebody gotta say it. Yeah, somebody gotta say it. He was talking especially to Haas and especially to Zip. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. And it's gonna get deeper, it's gonna get nastier, but we gotta just stay right here with what Fat Joe is saying. We gotta stay right here on the surface, so don't get it confused. We not doing what the normal and average YouTuber is doing. We not talking about what the average YouTuber is talking about, but we gotta start right here. The king bum of the dirty section. And now you got Haas and this nigga arguing about who he talking about. I just want to be down. Y'all niggas want to be down. Y'all niggas got the Brandy syndrome. Y'all done turned to Brandy? Yeah. I want to be down. Y'all niggas want to be down, man. Go ahead and talk to the people. Look.
I'm going to be in the FM dial. I'm going to have a real podcast with real people backing them up. 1,000 podcasts, the dirty shit. They dragging this nigga through the mud. No, you can't leave the dirty section. Fuck that. Your mother's this. Your fuck. I never seen that, but he's the king of that. He started that shit. So they coming at him. When you see crabs in the barrel, the nigga trying to get out the barrel, they keep pulling him. The dirty section. I've never seen it more in my life. They don't want this guy to come up. This is their man. This is the logo.
Yo,
they don't want this man, the logo of the dirty section. He announced, y'all got a real show. No, we can't say it. We can't give that. But he said, y'all have a real show coming with real backing, right? You know, we with the volume, he's with somebody else. He got real backing. I never seen suicide bombers coming this man's way. It's all 1,000 of them dissing him. Yo, when he was in kindergarten, when he dissed this, that, he was in jail, he was pussy. Yo, they kill it, and he was the king.
Now I'm gonna stop right there, and that's enough. Knock me, Fat Joe. You know what I mean? You again, your thighs is rubbed. Every time your thighs rub together. Yeah, you one of them dude. You academics, Show Flacco, y'all got a lot to say. And it's crazy because the one thing y'all all got in common is that y'all thighs is rubbing. Every time you take a step, your thighs is getting chafer and chafer and more chafe. Yeah, man. You because I'm gonna be the one to say so. I'm him. Yeah, I'm him for real. I'm him for real, homie, for real. All aspects of the word. So when I see dudes like y'all running your mouth, hiding behind that Chanel hat and that Gucci and that Rolex, hiding behind that money y'all make, yeah, big money, but you hiding behind it, don't matter. I'ma speak to it. You should never be like critiquing somebody. You should never be talking down and calling people names. You calling people bums, but then when I tell you shaped like a sack of laundry, yeah, you look like the trash bags outside when I'm taking my trash out and all that. That's how you shaped. Now it's a problem. I shouldn't talk like that. That's wrong. Nah, we gonna keep it funky. If they bums, come on, man. All right, now let's talk about what he said. He said that the king bum, Hassan Campbell, is making a lane for itself. He made it. And you got 1,000 suicide bombers, right? Trying to tear Haas down, disrespecting Haas, X, Y, and Z. Now, when you look through the smoke and mirrors, what you got to understand is he ain't talking about 1,000 YouTubers because it ain't 1,000 YouTubers in the dirty section. Okay? He just using words and wasting sentences. The loudest person talking about Haas, China Brim, and Harlem Legend was Zip with the Drip. The loudest person on YouTube. You understand? So when you can see through the smoke and mirror, he's talking to Zip. The same dude that he said he was gonna rob him. They was having words before already. The dirty section. Okay? So Zip should have, come on, son. You supposed to win at Fat Joe. Hassan Campbell, you supposed to did the same thing. But here's where it get wicked at. Here's where it get deep. Everybody's been compromised. Everybody that you looking at, all these YouTubers that you thought was real, that you thought was solid, all these YouTubers that you thought, you understand? You thought they was real. You thought they was honest. You thought that they could say whatever they want to say, have been pushed into a position of recently where now you got to pick a side, my G. You got to stand on business or you got to walk through the door. You have to pick a side. So now Zip can't really go at Fat Joe. Fat Joe is cool with Cameron. Fat Joe is cool with 50 Cent. So Zip can't really go in like he used to go in. He got to play it cool. He got to keep it somewhat respectful. Same thing with Hassan Campbell, and I got the receipts. I got the receipts. All of a sudden, it's salute the Fat Joe. All of a sudden, it's I ain't got nothing but love for Fat Joe and Terror Squad. When just 8 months ago, the Terror Squad had Zippy with the Drippy stuck in the house. He couldn't come outside. Them TS boys was looking for Zippy. They was applying pressure to Zippy. So now all of a sudden we get the same jewelry and we got the same jeweler and he wasn't talking about me. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. You talk too crazy about Joe, you don't get closer to Cameron. And all of these YouTubers, I just want to be down. What you going through. I want to be down. I want to be down with you. Y'all got that Brandy syndrome. Y'all niggas want to be down. Y'all is all picking and choosing. Y'all all want to be down. These celebrities have become the pimps and y'all have become the hoes. Yeah. You know, hoes, they choose. When you put a hoe on his track, when you put a hoe in these YouTube streets, she gonna choose up. And nobody wanna tell y'all this. Everybody looking and everybody watching, but ain't nobody telling y'all these celebrities have figured y'all out. That's what we about to get into. Game over, checkmate. You don't want to talk bad about Fat Joe because Cameron, he gonna hop in your DM. He gonna tell you to correct that. Cameron gonna call you. Cameron gonna jump in your DM and Cameron gonna say, Lil Zippy, let me, look, man. Hey, what you doing? And you gonna correct that. Same thing with Haas Campbell. And we're gonna get into that. Same thing with Haas Campbell. Haas know better than to talk crazy about Fat Joe, because you know 50 ain't really going for that. You know, DJ Vlad and Tony Yayo, they all rock with Joe. Checkmate. Checkmate. Oh, it get deep. Ain't nobody. Oh, you know what? Let's get into another receipt. Let's get into one more receipt before I let the pure dope straight off the brick into the bottle. Let's get into one more receipt. You know, Hassan Campbell, right? He tells story after story about how Fat Joe got his channel demonetized, about how he had to erase billions of streams, billions of views because of Fat Joe, how he lost out on millions of dollars of monetized money on YouTube because Fat Joe talked to the higher ups and the elites and got him hit. You know, months and months and months of Hassan Campbell crying about what Fat Joe did to his channel. Now all of a sudden you ain't got nothing but respect for Fat Joe. I'ma keep it respectful. Yeah, because your handlers already, and I got the receipts. I'm the only one left. Grown Man Business TV, yours truly. I'm the only one left. Everybody, all of them, they in pocket now. They in pocket now. Cops come watch it now. Yeah, they in pocket, my G. I'm the only one left. You know, all of a sudden now you don't want to go hard on Fat Joe. You don't want to say nothing. But I'm calling him a knock-kneed, yeah, potato sack built, thigh rubbing Puerto Rican Boricua. Boricua, oh. Yeah. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete. See, I ain't been compromised. There's still nobody, I'm not in nobody's pocket. It is what it is, and it'll be, yeah, your thighs rubbed together. Fat Joe, respectfully, man. Respectfully, man. Your thighs rubbed together. Watch your mouth. See how I just did that? You stole from Big Pun. You robbed them. We're going to talk more about it. See how I did that? I ain't getting phone calls. Ain't nobody telling me to relax. Ain't nobody gonna tell me to chill. I do what I want on my platform. You walk through the door. Now you tiptoeing around it and all that. Yeah, I got Hassan. They got Hassan Campbell tiptoeing. You ain't mad at Fat Joe. You mad at the dirty set. Come on, Haas. You know what? Talk to the people. Hassan Campbell. Talk to look.
See, the thing about it is that I'm not really mad at Fat Joe. I'm mad at you niggas. Because the minute I'm put in a position to where that I could kick the door open so that some of you dirty, dusty niggas could get recognized, the niggas that's on top, that's in those rooms where the checks is being signed, right? There's checks that's being given out to us already for what we doing by YouTube. But there's bigger checks and bigger stages for us to put our content out. And the minute that a nigga like me makes something of myself and get ready to make you niggas recognize, because the only reason why any of you niggas is recognized is because of me. Now you got this nigga Fat Joe acting like all these years he ain't been watching this section, but when he have all them corporate dudes come over to this section, they recognizing me. They're already ready to cut a check for me, Harlem Legend, China Brim. But then when they sit up there and they look at how filthy the rest of you niggas is, pat yourself on the back, Zip with the drip. Pat yourself on the back, because you was one of the main dirty niggas that came up in the rooms while niggas are sitting up there saying, we can't give these niggas no checks. Look at them. Niggas is bad for business.
Now, that's where I want to start at with you, Haas. You always, you niggas always talking about the door. Now you trying to kick the door open? Y'all waste all this content. Y'all wasted all these man hours talking about the Nori door. Yo, it's a door, son. You know what I'm saying? The Nori door. Now all of a sudden you want to kick the door open. Huh? Nasty work. Yeah, absolute. Yeah, you know, the door where the checks is at. Yeah, I know, it's a check in there. Y'all done went through that door to get that check. Now all of a sudden you gotta watch your mouth. Now all of a sudden the content ain't pure. It ain't pure dope straight off the brick into the bottle. Now the content stepped on. You instead of being mad at Joe who called you a king bum, you talking about Zippy. And you got a point with Zip. But all that energy, normally you would have had that for Fat Joe. Normally, you would have been talking about Fat Joe, how he robbed you of millions of dollars, took food out of your kid's mouth. We all know the story. But now that you kicked that door open, you know the door where it's the checks and all of that inside the door. You want everybody to follow you in the door where the money is at. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Why you think they opening the door for you, Haas? Respectfully, I'm only going, but I can't step on the. Why you think they open the door for you? They know what you used to do. They heard the stories that you always tell about Africa Bambaataa dropping that African leg on you. They know what you have been exposed to. We all know what's behind that door, Haas. We all know what's on the other side of that door. And for some reason, you kicking the door open. Well, I'm going to tell you something, man. Respectfully, like I said, man, I might be in the algorithm. But what is being titled and brand as the dirty section, I'm not in that. It's not that I don't want to be in it. I just see that the dirty section y'all are talking about is the real, they talking about New York content creators. The upcoming New York content creators that talk about the celebrities in a disrespectful manner, that is who they are talking about. So I'm just not a part of that. So don't worry, I'm not walking through that door. You know what I mean? You kick that door open, Zippy, Mikey, Smitty, you know, Harlem Legend, the homie China Brim, salute to y'all. Go ahead and go follow Haas through that door. You know what I mean? Yeah. And drop that motherfucking zebra leg on your ass. Don't come back in 5 years crying, talking about they dropped that zebra leg on you when you went through that door and wanting sympathy from us. I'm just giving y'all the forewarning. You know what I mean? We all know, we all see that when y'all go through that door, it's all good. You're in the pool. He calling you daddy. You're doing bunny hops. And then all of a sudden you come out and now you want to get out your deal. You want to get out your podcast deal. You want to get out they dropped the zebra leg on you and you want us to feel sympathy because I'm not going to feel none of that. Respectfully. Now all of a sudden you kicking the door down and all of that. The Nori door. The higher ups and the elites have checkmated you YouTubers. And I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to get a little bit deeper into that. It's checkmate. It ain't check. It's checkmate. Game over. The scary part is I'm the only one left. I'm the only one left. That makes me a target, my G. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being a target. But I'm the only. Hassan Campbell has been compromised. One of the biggest ones out of the whole algorithm. You know, the biggest YouTubers out of the sector. 500,000+ subscribers compromised. You mad at them. You mad at the dirty section. But you ain't got no smoke for Joe. You keeping it respectful. But you don't want to. He called you a king bum. He didn't shout you out. He didn't even say your name. Mind you, Fat Joe already said he watches the content. He sits home and he watches the dirty sector. And you being the king of the dirty sector, he won't even say your name. He won't even give you, it was not a compliment. All right? He was not giving you a compliment. He was not showing you love. So you shouldn't even, Zip shouldn't even have crossed your mind. You should have been talking to Fat Joe. The same dude who stole millions of dollars from you. The same dude who had your channel monetized, demonetized. The same dude that said he's rocking with Bambaataa. He don't care what happened. He don't care that he dropped the zebra leg and all that. Yeah, he don't care about all of that. He's rocking with Bam. But all of a sudden now it's salute the Fat Joe. Salute the Terror Squad. I'ma keep it respectful. You know what? Let's go a little further with this. Let's go a little further with this. And I'm gonna say this because I want to keep it 100. I want y'all to understand something. He's right. When he brings up Zip's name, it's only because Zip, you was the loudest in the room. Out of everybody that felt a certain way about G Unit and Harlem Legend and China Brim and Hassan Campbell and Uncle Murder, you was the loudest. Yo, why is y'all taking pictures with Hassan Campbell? Why is y'all taking pictures with China Brim? Why is y'all doing this? And why? You was the loudest. So the minion that he's talking about is you. So even you, Zip, you supposed to, so nobody ain't got smoke for Fat Joe. Everybody, y'all fighting each other. And nobody thought that was weird. Fat Joe disrespect all you niggas, and you and Hassan Campbell get in the cat fight. Yeah. Pit Cat Productions. Yeah. You motherfucker was alley fight. You motherfucking alley cats was fighting in the alley. Rolling around. Whole time Fat Joe got his knock knees up with his feet on the table. Yeah, he laughing at you, nigga. Look at these two silly ass niggas out here arguing, doing content on each other. I called him a king bum. I called his homeboys bums. I said he was the bum. Yeah, these niggas is bums. I'm talking to all you niggas. And look at these two silly ass niggas arguing with each other. Checkmate. I got one more receipt, and then I'm going to really break down the final level. I'm gonna really explain to you why it's a checkmate. What really just happened? You understand what I'm saying? This was not by coincidence. This was strategic warfare. Strategic. All right, big salute to the chat, man. Hey, talk to the people, Haas. Look.
Hey, yo, listen, there's a king of the... I can't even... I was mad earlier. I can't even help it. I call that nigga Harlem on the phone flipping. Harlem like, you gotta chill out, chill out, chill out. Call it, nigga, I was calling it. Everybody was like, yo, Haas, chill out, chill out. I had to take a deep breath. But you know what? Let me wear my crown, my nigga. Yes, let me wear my crown.
I'm gonna let you wear it. I'm gonna let you wear your crown. Your crown a little bit oversized, but that's the New York thing. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas, y'all New York niggas wear like extra large hats. You know, two sizes. You know, but let me say this. Notice how Harlem told Haas to chill out. Now listen to me now. Harlem, China Brim, that used to be 050 the movement. I'm talking rebels. I'm talking real rebellious activity. I'm talking real live 050 the movement. Now they telling Haas to, hey, go chill out, son. Don't do that. Now it's chill out. These niggas been compromised, G, respectfully. And they know I got a lot of love for them. But the 050, I remember, wouldn't have never told Haas to chill out. Nigga, we'll be doing a Clash of the Titans right now. But they can't go at Fat Joe. They gotta chill out. You niggas is in the industry. Y'all went through the door. You can't rub the, yeah, you can't rub the wrong people the wrong way. Harlem Legend told Haas to chill out after Fat Joe literally went up there and disrespected all you niggas. Chill out, man. Don't do that, Haas. When you start listening, when you start chilling out, Haas. Nasty work, man. Disgusting if you ask me. Talk to the people, Haas. Look.
Because I created this whole section, but the funny part about it is, y'all want to know what the funny part about it is? There's a king of this section, right? But this section is the same section that Fat Joe and Jadakiss is in. And YouTube got them in an algorithm with my audience. You hear me, Joe? Respectfully. I'm going to keep it real respectful, Joe. The same audience that you was watching when your New Year's and Christmas was coming in, my nigga, is the same audience that YouTube and those promoters is pushing you to. They pushing you to my audience, my nigga. I'm not a rapper, Joe. Put some respect on my name, my nigga. You came into whose house? Say what? Haas house. You in my house. But you already know the rules. When you come in the house, take off your shoes and super violate that like button. You in my house, my nigga. And no matter how much y'all play with the numbers on YouTube, y'all can't change that. No matter how much y'all suppress my numbers and try to keep me away from the audience that I built from scratch, y'all can't change that. But yeah, I'll be your Huckleberry, the king of the dirty section of YouTube.
Now, this where it's gonna get deep at. This where I'm gonna round this out at. We gonna land this plane. You know, you gotta understand something, right? For a long time, independent content creators have been able to speak about celebrities and really speak directly to the puppets and the higher ups and the elites, and we have been able to assassinate their character if we want to. Words are powerful. Words are powerful. So we could get up on this YouTube, we could get up on our platforms, and we could use our words to really discredit one of these rappers, one of these actors, the higher ups and the elites, whoever. And for a long time, the celebrities, along with the higher ups and the elites, have been trying to figure out how to combat that, how to counter the independent content creator that can assassinate your character, that can affect your record sales, can affect your visibility, right? How do we counter that? How do we fight against that? Okay, so the first move was y'all got to get in the algorithm. Y'all got to get on YouTube. Y'all got to start platforms. Y'all got to now start talking so that y'all can defend yourself, so that y'all can deflect the message. You understand? Because these messages and these lives and these videos are affecting the bottom line. When 050 used to get on your ass, it will affect your bottom line. When Hassan Campbell used to get on one of these rappers or actors, it affect your bottom line. Grown Man Business TV, I get to talking about you, homie. Shit go viral. It's gonna affect your bottom line. So the first rule and first move and engagement was them creating content creators. Now these rappers got podcasts. These rappers got YouTubes. It wasn't working at first. Fat Joe, he attempted it multiple times. It didn't work until he got Jada Kiss. Respectfully, right? Now, what they realized is YouTube ain't the record industry. YouTube is not Instagram. Just because you a celebrity don't mean you just going to be able to come to YouTube and dominate the algorithm, dominate what's going on over here. You really need charisma. You understand? You really need personality. You really need to be able to articulate yourself when you come to YouTube. That's why everybody can't do this. That's why everybody can't do this. They can't thrive in this algorithm. Just because you an artist, just because you was a rapper, just because you sold 1 million records, when you come to YouTube, you just a regular content creator. And I'll give you a prime example. You got Joe and Jada. Those two rappers together only got 450,000 subscribers. Hassan Campbell got more subscribers than them by himself. Hassan Campbell by himself has more subscribers than Joe and Jada together. So that's the game I'm giving you on this. Okay? So when you come over here, so them coming over here as celebrities wasn't enough. The higher ups in the elite said, man, we got to figure something else out. We got to figure out how to get these content creators in line, how to checkmate. And I'm going to tell you how they did it. I'm going to tell you what they did. Tony Yayo came on to DJ Vlad and he said, I don't care what y'all say about me. It's free promotion. And the downloads downloaded for me. I did a whole live stream on that. On Tony Yayo, DJ Vlad, him speaking about Harlem, him speaking about China Brim, and him saying that, you know, regardless of how this go down, it's free promotion. But what I want to tell you is the higher ups and the elites got the message as well. They understood. That's when the shift happened. Listen, the shift happened right then and there. Right? And I told y'all it was coming. Free promotion. So not only are we going to invade the algorithm, not only are we going to get into this YouTube space and colonize this content, domesticate this content, we're going to use the content creators with some motion as free promotion. Yeah, they got a little motion. They will be our free promotion to push us into the algorithm. And that's what exactly is going on. Notice, right? Notice. The homies from 050 went from doing raw content to strictly talking about celebrities. You understand what I'm saying? China Brim, that's the homie. Harlem Legend, that's the homie. They went from doing raw content where they was talking about what's happening in the streets, what's happening within the gangs, you know, what's happening in the industry. They went from doing raw content like Clash of the Titans, just raw energy, right? They went from doing that to now every day all we see is Jim Jones talks about Freaky Zeke. Freaky Zeke talks about Jim Jones. Jim Jones talk about 50. 50 talks about Jim Jones. Jim Jones and 50 Cent are beefing. 50 Cent is talking like that's all we get from the homie Harlem and the homie China Brim. And mind you, it's probably a bag. I'm sure they got a bag. Colonized. You have been colonized. Domesticated, nigga. Y'all are no longer the force y'all used to be. 05 voter movement was a force to be reckoned with. 050, the movement was a force to be reckoned with in these YouTube streets, nigga. Y'all thought it was just a bunch of people arguing and screaming. What the higher-ups and the elites understood, that is a untamed force to be reckoned with. Ain't nobody gonna say this but me, man. I can't even watch this shit. Respectfully, these is my brothers. I love them. But I can't watch. Jim Jones talks about 50 Cent. 50 Cent talks about Jim Jones. Freaky Zeke talks about 50 Cent. James Dawn talks about Freaky Zeke. Freaky Zeke exposes Jim Jones. Dame Dash and Jim Jones gets into it. Like, I can't, y'all, they domesticated you niggas. They colonized you niggas. They got you niggas in a figure four. A force. Nigga, China, I see you in the chat. Salute to the homie China Brim. 05 voter movement was a force to be reckoned with. Now we just celebrity niggas. They got y'all in a position where y'all are keeping these celebrities relevant in the algorithm. They got y'all in a position where now y'all are the engine. So let me give you an example. You think Cam and Jim Jones ain't in on this shit? You think they ain't on the same page? Think about this shit. Yo, Cam says something about me. Yo, you think when Jim Jones went on Rap Cap podcast, he didn't strategically say Cameron's name so that Cameron will respond, and that will get all of you YouTubers to talk about these niggas for the next 2 weeks? I'm going to say Cameron's name. Cameron going to say something back to me because you know we beefing. And then Harlem Legend, China Brim, Mikey B, Smitty, Zip with the Drip, and Hassan Campbell is all going to talk about us for the next 2 fucking weeks. And guess how much free promotion that is? Let me tell y'all niggas something. Let me be honest with you niggas. Because this is grown man business. So we're going to talk business. You know, it's millions of dollars of promotion you giving these celebrities. Y'all niggas supposed to be getting $1 million checks. Respect. Listen. I'm not trying to disrespect you. That's why Tony Yayo said, I don't care what's said. It's free promotion. $1 million checks is what they supposed to be paying y'all for 2-3 weeks of algorithm. Yeah, for 2-3 weeks of content. The only reason why these niggas is relevant is because of y'all. Let's go a little deeper, right? You think it wasn't a strategic play for Fat Joe to do a whole segment about the dirty sector? You thought that was just coincidence? Oh, I was sitting in my house and I was watching the dirty sector. Yeah, the king bums. All these bums, they never did a song. They don't know what it means to be in the industry. Now they think there's some. You think that was coincidence? That was bait for you niggas to talk about it for the next 2 weeks. I had to say this, man. I had to double back and give you niggas some game because I'm not talking about this late. Tonight, we're going to talk about Minnesota. We're going to talk about what's going on American soil, Venezuela, the war that's going on outside. No man is safe from. You could run, but you can't hide forever from these streets that we done took. You walking with your head down, scared to look, nigga, you shook. Now all of a sudden, think about how crazy this is, how the tables turn. How 1 minute you go from being a force to be reckoned with to the next minute you in the pockets of the higher ups and the elites. And I love you niggas. Y'all know I got a lot of love for you niggas. But I gotta be honest. I gotta keep it real. Yeah, like Harlem Legends say, I gotta be honest. Yeah. They put you niggas in a box. It's a ceiling on it. You niggas wouldn't dare talk crazy about one of these celebrities. You niggas wouldn't dare talk crazy like y'all used to talk crazy because you can't. Yeah, you went through the door. Had you niggas out there eating fried duck necks and all of that. Hey, China. Yeah. Got my nigga China eating duck necks. Fried Campbell soup and motherfucking duck neck out there in New York City. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. I just had to be honest. Y'all niggas, yo, bro. It wasn't enough for them to start podcasts. They needed the real YouTubers with motion to promote. And bro, this shit is free promotion. Bro, I hope them checks, I'm gonna tell you, China, make sure that whatever that contract is, you better make sure that shit is a nice size contract. Harlem. You better make sure them, you know it's millions of dollars of promotion that y'all giving these niggas. Millions of dollars of promotion. I'm talking, nigga, this ain't no little small feat. When I saw Jim Jones say what he said about Cameron being scared to death, I could see it in his eyes, nigga. They figured y'all out. They done figured you niggas out. They say, yo, man, all we got to do is talk about each other, and these niggas is going to give up. They going to put us in the algorithm. We be trending like a motherfucker. We going to go viral. Hey, you know what? Yeah, man, that nigga had some ruthless brothers, man, and, Cameron was scared to death. He was scared to come outside. I don't know why he was scared, but he was scared of them niggas. Niggas been talking about that shit for the last week. Cameron respond, oh, what about you and Dame Dash? Now Dame Dash is trending. We watching a video of Dame Dash in 2004. We doing content and watching Dame Dash in 2004. Now he back trending. They got that nigga on a point of view of, I don't know, I think it was The View. I don't know. The motherfucking the team, yeah, The View. Point of View. One of them motherfucking shows. They got this nigga on a point of view talking to women about some shit from 30 years ago. Wow. Checkmate, my nigga. Checkmate. No more raw content. All this shit is scripted now. I know it. Hey, Harlem, salute to the homie Harlem. I got a lot of love for you niggas. But I know exactly what you gonna say before you say it. My nigga Harlem, when I see your thumbnail, I know exactly what you're gonna say before you say it. Respectfully, my nigga. Yeah, I'm just being honest with you. I'm just keeping it real. Yeah, I'm just being honest, man. I know exactly what you about to do, respectfully. They got you niggas, they done cornered you niggas off, B. They done cornered your king in this chess game of life. They done cornered you. That nigga, my homie China, they done domesticated you niggas. They done they done colonized you niggas. Yeah, I already know it ain't gonna be nothing crazy. You ain't gonna say nothing crazy. Leave it to me, man. Leave it to Grown Man Business TV, man. Respectfully. They put, it's so wicked. Fat Joe diss Hassan Campbell and whoever else in the dirty section, and Hassan Campbell and Zip with the Drip get into a cat fight. These niggas get to arguing with each other. These niggas fighting. They trying to tell us who he was talking about. They trying to convince us. I'm watching this shit. I'm driving, I'm watching this shit and Zip trying to convince me that Fat Joe wasn't talking about him. Yeah, he trying to make me believe that Fat Joe was not talking about Zip with the... Yes, he was, nigga. Yes, he was. Because if he wasn't talking about you, Zippy, he would have made that clear. Yo, I ain't really talking about the little dirty nigga out there at NYCHA with the NYCHA hat. I ain't talking... He would have made that clear. Yo, you know, the little dirty nigga on his mama couch. I ain't talking about him. You know, but all you other niggas, I'm talking to y'all. You think Fat Joe know that y'all niggas got the same jeweler? You think it's the same league when he go buy jewelry and you buy jewelry? Nigga, it's a whole nother ball game when Fat Joe is buying jewelry and you buying jewelry. Nigga, he don't... But see, again, checkmate. Zip with the drip can't talk too crazy about Fat Joe. Not right now while he's trying to figure out whose side he gonna be on. What celebrity he gonna get down with. He can't be too reckless out his mouth because, you know, G-Unit is rocking with the 050. Yeah, Hassan Campbell, Harlem legend, China Brim. Yeah, G-Unit is rocking with 050. So Cameron, he need Cameron. He want Cameron to put a shoulder, put him under the wing. You can't do that if you ain't too good with Fat Joe. Yeah, Cameron and Fat Joe, they rock with each other. These celebrities got y'all in a figure four. Game over. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I gotta keep it funky with you dudes, man. I always said to y'all, why y'all think these celebrities is over here? Why you think all of a sudden these niggas been saying the dirty sector for years now. Niggas been creating this content for years now. There ain't nothing changed about this content. They figured out a way to monetize you niggas. You know, 2 years ago, they couldn't really figure out how to use these content creators to benefit the higher ups and the elites. It was raw content. They didn't know what you niggas was gonna say. All they know is that all of a sudden 050 is live and it's 1,000 people in that motherfucker, and we don't know what Harlem gonna say. We don't know what China gonna say, and we need to pay attention. Same thing with Haas. All of a sudden, Hassan Campbell is live. It's 13,000 people in the live chat, and we don't know what Hassan Campbell gonna say. But guess what? Haas ain't gonna talk too crazy, man. He locked in with G-Unit. He gotta watch his mouth. You know, he got Harlem and them niggas telling him, yo, relax, don't go crazy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They figured out that we don't gotta go against these niggas. We just gotta give them content. We don't gotta go against the content creator. We just gotta feed them content. And we're gonna feed them the content we want them to report on. The content we feed them, the content we give to the algorithm is the content they'll talk about. And it's free promotion. Respectfully. Thank you. Thank you. The downloads have downloaded. I can't help it. I can't help it, man. I might be the only one left. You don't know what I'm going to say when I get on this live stream. You can't predict what I'm about to say. You don't know where I'm going with this. That's what makes this channel powerful. Knock knee. Nigga, if your knees is touching, you need to watch how you talk about what's going on in these YouTube streets. If your thighs is touching, nigga, if you rubbing thighs and all that, nigga, watch your fucking mouth, man. Respectfully, nigga. Yeah, you DJ Academics, Show Flacco, all you niggas thighs rubbed together. Fuck you talking? Who you calling a bum? Who you talking to, nigga? You's a rapper. You's a rapper turned podcaster. You niggas have failed. Let me say this. Let me say this. Why is all you rappers buying cameras and why ain't y'all niggas in the studio Sharpening steel, sharpening steel. Working on your craft, mastering your craft. Why y'all niggas ain't in the studio giving us new music? Giving us new motivation, giving us music that we can work out to, giving us music that we can listen to. Salute to the Clips. Salute the Ghostface Killer. Salute to Raekwon. Salute to Nas. Salute to Slick Rick. All these old rappers that's still producing and giving us music we can ride to. I don't respect you rappers turned podcasters. Nigga, you should still be rapping. Let the podcasters do what the podcasters do. Let the content creators do what we do. Let the YouTubers do what we do. Why is y'all niggas over here with us? When you can still, but see, you can't rap with knock knees, nigga. Yeah. Yeah, when you were saying Flo Joe, we didn't know your knees was knocking. Yeah, we didn't know your knee, we didn't know your thighs was rubbing, nigga. See, when you was a rapper, see, Jada Kiss, you know, you told us, you know, I gotta use those scales that they weigh the whales with. We really believed that you was using the scales that they weigh the whale with. We didn't know you came from a 2-parent home, nigga. Jada Kiss. We didn't know you was a college student. We didn't know you got degrees out the wazoo. Yeah, you Clarence from 8 Mile. Jada Kiss is Clarence from 8 Mile. And Clarence had a real good marriage. Clarence's parents had a real good marriage. You went to private school. See, we didn't know, Jada Kiss, we didn't know you went to private school, nigga. See, I'ma talk to you like this. Yeah, they in Harlem, you know, them niggas, they didn't, you know, they getting the bag, they getting the check. These niggas is working with Vlad and they getting checks and all that respectfully. So they not gonna talk to you like this. But I'ma talk to you like this, nigga. You was rapping with Rough Riders. I bet you DMX ain't know your ass went to private school. Yeah. I bet you DMX and Biggie Smalls ain't know your ass went to private school, nigga. I bet you DMX and Biggie Smalls ain't know your daddy and your mama was all in the house and your parents had a real good marriage and yeah, they didn't know that. Yeah, they didn't know that, nigga. They thought so that's why you rappers is podcasters. Cause we know who you are now, nigga. Jada Kiss is Clarence from 8 Mile. And Clarence's parents had a real good marriage. I'm sorry, man. I'm back, man. I'm back in the big house. Fuck is you talking about? You could never talk to me like that. I don't care about none of that. You should be rapping about when you went to college now. You an old man, right? You should be going in the booth and you should be telling all of us how you made it through college, nigga. How you got your degree. How it felt for you to have your mama and your daddy in the house at the same time, for you to come from a full family, a nuclear family on American soil, nigga. That's what you should be rapping about. It's a lot of shit you could be rapping about. How you was in private school, Sheik Luch was in private school, Styles P was in private school. All you niggas went to private school. Yeah, you wasn't even in public school, man. We don't, so I'm just saying, you could still be rapping. Salute to the Clips. Grammy nominated album, Let God Sort Them Out, straight out of Virginia. You don't see these niggas buying microphones and buying cameras. You don't see the Clips trying to be news reporters and podcasters now, nigga. They rappers. So they go in the booth and they rap. Fuck is wrong with you, New York? Hey, yo, man, for real, man, don't get me started, you nigga. I don't want to get on New York as a whole, man. I got a lot of love for New York, but you niggas, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Jada Kiss, you went to private school, homie. You ain't who you said you was, nigga. Your daddy told us, nigga, you wasn't even like that. Your daddy told us the truth about you. That's why they ain't gonna bring me in the fold, you know what I mean? Because I talk like that, you know what I mean? Because I say some shit like that. They ain't gonna bring me in the loop and all that. I got some homies that's in the loop, though. Salute to the homie China in Harlem and all them niggas. And the homie, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, salute to all my niggas in the dirty section that's in the loop. I got some homies that's in the loop, so you might not have to bring me in the loop. My homie Harlem might bring me in the loop. Let me talk my shit. But I'm not bending, breaking, and folding for you celebrities, nigga. This the wrong channel for that. You got to go somewhere else, man. This the kind of, you ain't gonna get no free promotion. I'm gonna promote that your thighs rub together, Fat Joe. I don't care how much Chanel you wear, your roll, nigga, all that. You're shaped like a bag of laundry, nigga. Yeah. You're shaped like a bag of, you're shaped like a potato bag, nigga, a sack of potatoes. And your knees and your thighs rub together. Yeah, you don't like that. You don't like that. Fuck are you talking about? Nigga, the dirty section. These niggas is bums. These niggas don't know what these niggas ain't never done. Niggas, separate your knees and your thighs. Nigga, do that. Separate your knees the next time before you get to talking about what's going on in these YouTube. Nigga, separate your knees, nigga. Get this man some knee pads for his knees catch on fire. He got chafe all between his thighs and his knees. Somebody get this man some knee pads and all that. All right, man. I digress, man. But it upset me watching what took place last week in these YouTube streets. It upset me watching these celebrities and the higher ups and the elites figure y'all out. They figured y'all out, B. They figured y'all out. You niggas is y'all are no longer a force to be reckoned with. You niggas is news reporters. You niggas is reporting on the news. Whatever they tell you to report on, whatever they do. You think they not plotting right now? What we gonna talk about next week? Yo, I'm gonna go ahead and say something about Fab. Everybody been asking when I'ma respond to Fabulous. So I'm gonna put up a Instagram post and I'm gonna tell them that my response is coming. Now, Harlem Legend in China and them niggas will talk about that for the next 2 weeks. That's gonna get us about 2, 3, 4 million views. That's gonna keep us, we gonna be viral. You think they're not talking about that? You think they're not saying that right now? You think they not plotting on you niggas? Y'all don't know how valuable this promotion is. Y'all don't, why you think they pay us to put ads in our videos and in our live streams? Because it is very lucrative. It is very lucrative, my G, to promote. So you got a nigga with 70,000 subscribers. You got a motherfucker with 58,000 subscribers. You got a nigga with 500,000 subscribers talking about you for 2 weeks straight, creating content about you for 2 weeks straight. That's millions of dollars in revenue when it come to promotion. How much is they paying you niggas? Yeah, respectfully, y'all talking about y'all getting a bag. You know, they cutting y'all a check. How much? Let me tell you something. It's to the homie Harlem, China. Whatever they paying you niggas, y'all need to quadruple it. Whatever they paying y'all, whatever they offered y'all, y'all need to times that by 4. Yo, we got 100 bands for you. You know what I'm saying? Whoop, whoop. We gonna do the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Whoop, 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 whoop. Nah, nigga, I need 500,000 for that. I need 500,000. You know how many people? Yo, this nigga Harlem do a video. That shit do 50,000 views, nigga, in like 8 hours. Salute to the homie Harlem. Homie Harlem did, yo, fuck is you niggas talking about? Harlem do a video and talk about you. That shit do 42,000 views, nigga, in 2 hours. How much is they paying y'all? Respectfully. Hey, man, big salute to the chat, man. Listen. They figured y'all out. They neutralized you niggas. They had to figure out how to neutralize y'all because y'all could get up on this YouTube and say the wrong thing and affect the bottom line. You could get up on this shit, have a clash of the titans, and now one of their artists is trending for the wrong reasons. That is dangerous. That makes you dangerous. Now it's neutralizing, not just putting them in the pocket, but figuring out how to make them talk about what we want them to talk about right? And we could benefit off of it. Jim Jones is beefing with Freaky Zeke. Freaky Zeke responds to Jim Jones. 50 Cent responds to Fabulous. Fabulous responds to 50 Cent. Let's talk about it. Podcast responds to 50 Cent. Tony, bro, what? Don't y'all know it's a motherfucking, the Venezuelan president is on American soil, nigga? Don't y'all know it's a war going on outside? Oh yeah, my bad. Y'all gotta be careful about what y'all talk about. Yeah, I know. I understand. No, listen, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I'll be the Yosemite Sam. Y'all niggas keep doing your content. Y'all keep talking about what y'all talking about, and I'll pick up the slack. You know what I'm saying? I'll do what I do over here, and we all gonna eat. We all gonna do what we do. You know what I'm saying? I don't want Harlem to talk about what's going on in Venezuela. That's my job. But watch what's happening. Hassan Campbell. Oh, I ain't gonna talk about that because I ain't disrespecting Fat Joe. Now you ain't disrespecting Fat Joe, nigga? Robbed you for millions of dollars and now all of a sudden you being respectful. Checkmate. Big salute to the chat. Big salute to the chat. There it is. I know y'all been waiting for me. Salute to everybody in the DM. You know what I'm saying? I'm working, man. I'm working. Y'all know I cross state lines at all times, so I'm working. I'm driving trucks. I'm finishing up this music for y'all. You know, I got a lot on my plate. I'm working. I'm getting some endorsements, so I'm studying right now for my hazmat and my tankers endorsement, so that you know I could drive you know, corrosive material and you know, hazardous material on and off these bases. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna up my revenue. That's gonna up my paper. So I just got a lot going on, man. And in the between time, I'm still making time and making room to talk to the people. To deliver this pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody in the DM. I appreciate everybody that's locked in with the channel. Hey man, these niggas gonna watch their mouth when they talk about what's going on in YouTube. Now all you niggas is YouTubers. All of a sudden, you niggas got microphones and cameras, and y'all think y'all above us. Y'all think just because y'all was rappers at one time, now y'all is, come on, man, that ain't happening. That ain't what it is. That ain't what it is, homie. And I don't gotta be respectful when I tell you that. Let the homies do that. Let the homies be respectful when they talk about you niggas. Fuck, you crazy, nigga? We all know what you did to Big Pun and his wife and his son and all that. We all know what you did to Big Pun, Fat Joe. We all know that. I don't even know how Jada's sitting with you, but Jada is a private school attendee. He went to college. All that gangster rap shit was Jada ain't never been to prison. He talking about he got the yards on Smack. Nah, nigga, these niggas is frauds, B. These niggas misled the community for 20 years. Now you niggas want to sit on, and they gonna give y'all a check respectfully. They gonna give y'all a bag because that's what the higher ups and the elites do. Opportunists present opportunity. That's what opportunists do. They present you niggas with opportunity. And once you sign a deal, now all of a sudden 5 years later, you talking about how, you know, DJ Vlad was dropping that zebra leg on your ass, and you want us to feel, you know, yeah, y'all was eating duck neck and all that with DJ Vlad, and 5 years from now all of a sudden you want to get out your contract and you can't drop no more content because they won't allow you, and they was dropping zebra legs on you when you was at, you know, they had you eating duck neck, and you know, he was sexually advancing you and sexually assaulting your ass. You see what I'm saying? All that because of all that starts from opportunities being presented. How you think they get to drop a zebra leg on you? They present your ass with an opportunity. Yeah, I got a podcast for you. We gonna cut you a check. What you need? About 100,000. I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna get you 100,000. Get you 100,000. Just be careful about what you talk. You know, we gonna do all this content. We gonna get this money, and then we gonna drop this zebra leg on you. And Yeah, it's in the fine print right there. Make sure you ain't read that fine print. Yeah, we got zebra legs we need to drop on you for the rest of the advance. Now all of a sudden your ass crying on you. Oh man, I can't say nothing about it. These niggas won't let me. Don't get to crying now, nigga. You understand me? Hey, my man. I know y'all niggas gonna be mad. They gonna be mad at me. I can't help it, man. Yeah, salute the doggy, man. I see doggy holding his own and all that. You know, Doggy Diamonds is but you notice Doggy Diamonds ain't in the loop. You know, Doggy Diamonds got this, you know, he got a lot of subscribers. Doggy Diamonds got some influence. He got something to say, but for some reason, they ain't pulled him in the door yet. They ain't pulled them in the loop. Why? Big salute to the chat, man. Listen, make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear. We going live tonight. I might even go live. Yeah, I got some studying to do. But we gonna go live again tonight for sure. And we gonna talk. It's gonna get deep for sure. It's gonna get deep, and we gonna have a conversation about what's going on. But I needed to say this, man. I needed to say this. You know, these niggas, let me tell you something. Niggas done became powerful in these YouTube streets. Niggas done became, like, niggas is coming up for real. Like, we done came from Clash of the Titans and doing this and doing that to, like, niggas is doing hundreds of thousands of views and millions of views a month. My little YouTube studio, man, I be looking at the numbers. I be saying, damn. I remember when I had 1,000 subscribers. I remember when I had, like, 100 subscribers. You know what I mean? I remember when it wouldn't be, like, 40 people in the live chat. You feel me? Click out one of these live chats now, shit be like 30, 40,000 people done seen this motherfucker or came in and out the chat. It's getting real. And the realer it gets, the more they gonna fight to contain this shit. The more they gonna fight to colonize it and domesticate it. You feel what I'm saying? Bro, these niggas think they smarter than us. I'm watching Jim Jones. I'm looking at his face. He think he's outsmart. He think he's smarter than niggas. You think he care about that old ass video? You know how much traction? You know how visible he is right now because of that? You know how viral these niggas is? You think they care about if he ducked a fade or not? When you got niggas like Zip with the Drip turning down fades from Blue Boy? What the fuck is the difference? So niggas gonna talk about Jim Jones not wanting to fight Dame Dash, but niggas ain't gonna talk about Zip with the Drip not wanting to go to war with Blue Boy, being friendly. Fuck it, man. Fuck, hold up. I'll get up out of here in a few seconds. I want to show y'all. So Jim Jones supposed to fought Dame Dash. You know, but this what we got right here. Hold on. Salute to the homie China. Talk to the people, China. Look.
Like I said, the nigga, Blue Boy, and you explained it.
807 and claim I went to E5. He was deported. Nigga pull up on my cell. I don't know that nigga. He pull up on my cell and put the knife on it. It's before he killed Larry. Put the knife on my cell. Yo, listen, I ain't with the fly banging or none of that. But if you want some smoke, you come out for a shower. You know what I'm saying? Bring this shit with you and we can get it on, spent off. Man, I'm thinking about that shit. I make a business decision. Lil Zip don't want that smoke, you heard? Nigga come back like, yo, you can take that shit with you. Nigga was like, yo, you what's the name? Nephew? I'm like, yeah. He like, yo, listen, your pop's my man. I don't want to do nothing to you. I'm like, listen, man, I got some weed.
So it's wrong for Jimmy. It's wrong for Jimmy to duck that smoke. But Zippy say he made a business. You was a hooligan, but all of a sudden you making business decisions. Zippy don't want that smoke. Zip said he came back. He told him, yo, take that with you. I don't want that smoke. Blue Boy said, ain't that your uncle? He said, yeah. He said, nigga, I don't want to do nothing to you. I will fuck you up though, but I don't want to hurt you, nigga. Zip said, listen, man, I got some weed, man. Is that gonna work? You think we could work something out? I got some weed. I got some weed on me. It's right here. You think we could work something out? And y'all let Zip get up here talking hooligan talk. Y'all mad at Jim Jones, but Zip sit here and told you he made a business decision. Yeah, you went from a hooligan to a businessman when that knife got put on your goddamn cell and all that. And when he come back around, you told him take it with you. Lil Zippy, I don't want none of that. Listen, he said, listen, man, I don't want to hurt you. That's a threat. When a nigga tell you I don't want to do nothing to you, nigga, that's a motherfucking threat of your life. Yeah. Listen to me before I get out of here. If a man ever look you in the eye and tell you, I don't want to do nothing to you, but nigga, he threatening your life, nigga. That's a threat to your life. He told you, nigga, I don't want to do nothing to you, but I will do something to you. What's it? Fuck it. You know what, Zip? I'm gonna let you tell him one more time. You explained that shit so good, Zippy. Salute to Zip with the drip. But you know, you explained that shit so good, Zippy, that I want to let you talk to the people one more time. My audience. I want you to explain to the people how this all came about. But we want Jimmy to jump out there and get his ass whooped by Dame Dash. And we know Jim Jones, we know Dame Dash a goddamn Golden Gloves. Yeah, everybody know Dame Dash was a Golden Glove boxer. Everybody know Dame Dash will beat your motherfucking ass. We all know that. Talk to the people, Zip. Look.
In '07, the clan, I went to E5. He was deported. Nigga pull up on my cell. I don't know that nigga. He pull up on my cell and put the knife on it. It's before he killed Larry. Put the knife on my cell. Yo, listen, I ain't with the fly banging or none of that. But if you want some smoke, when you come out for a shower, you know what I'm saying, you can bring this shit with you and we can get it on, spent off. Me and them thinking about that shit, I make a business decision. Lil Zip don't want that smoke, you heard? Nigga come back like, yo, you can take that shit with you. Nigga was like, yo, you what's the name? Nephew? I'm like, yeah. He like, yo, listen, your pop's my man. I don't want to do nothing to you. I'm like, listen, man, I got some weed.
That nigga said, yo, Pop's my man. I don't want to do nothing to you, nigga. I will. If Zip could make a business decision, Jim Jones could make a business decision. Now, I'm going to talk about this more later. I might go live. I got some studying to do, but I'm going to double back maybe in a couple of hours, and we're going to talk about that fight, because I want to, this going to segue me into that. Now, I want to talk more about that. You New York niggas, y'all got to stop with the picking and choosing, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Jim Jones is ducking the fade. Well, that's what a lot of y'all niggas is doing out there in New York City. You're ducking smoke. You're making business decisions. Yeah, nigga, you made a business decision. Lil Zippy don't want that smoke. Yo, that's your uncle. I don't want to do nothing to you, nigga. Listen, you ain't got to do nothing to me. I got some weed for you. That's why when Fat Cat sent them down there to get that motherfucking weed, them people, hey, go down there and give me some weed from your little man, your Doja down there. And then Blue Boy was coming to your cell, say, yo, man, I need some of that dope. And then you was getting him the smoke. And you ain't want to give the Fat Cat because you say he was a rat, but you figured out he wasn't rat. You was passing the weed. You was being friendly extorted. So why is it a problem for Jim Jones to do the same thing? All right? Big salute to the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, man. Listen, man. You know, we getting up out of here, but you need to understand something, man. The YouTube streets is in shambles right now. And I'm going to close with that. It's checkmate, nigga. Listen, I saw it coming, but now it's here. I saw it coming. I spoke about it. Now it's here. Checkmate. Game over, nigga. Game over. Hassan Campbell tiptoeing when he walking. He pussyfooting talking about Fat Joe. The Zippy with the drippy, he pussyfooting. He talking. He scared. He don't want us to believe Fat Joe was talking about him. My 050 niggas, they whatever in the algorithm that these rap niggas put in the algorithm, they gonna promote it. We have no more raw, uncut content creation. The only dope house that got it is right here. The only trap house that's serving that pure dope, right here. Pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Other than that, the YouTube streets is full of Reggie Miller. You can get rich off Reggie. Listen to me. You can get rich off of Reggie Miller, though. Yeah, $5 bags of Reggie Miller, $5 bags of that skunk. You remember they used to sell, remember them niggas used to sell that lobster and shrimp? The YouTube streets is full of lobster and Reggie Miller and skunk. All this shit is stepped on. Them niggas figured y'all out. You YouTube niggas, man, y'all just YouTubers now. Y'all niggas is just regular. Y'all niggas is just reporting on the content, reporting on whatever them niggas give you. And that's the checkmate. They got you niggas in check. Game over. All right? So you already, and then I'm gonna say this too. If your goddamn thighs is touching, nigga, watch your mouth, man. Fat Joe, DJ Academics, Show Flacco. Nigga, if you got man breasts and your thighs and your knees touch, you need not to call nobody names, man. Respectfully, man. Watch your mouth, man. You know what I'm saying? Go get yourself a sports bra or something before you get to talking about what's going on in these motherfucking YouTube streets. Nigga, go get yourself a sports bra. Go get your ass some motherfucking some Spanx or whatever them girls be wearing up under their jeans to keep their thighs and to help soothe their thighs from rubbing together. All right? Yeah, them girls. What's that? What's that? Skims. Go get yourself some Skims, nigga. Show Flacco, DJ Academics, Fat Joe. Get yourself a sports bra and some Skims before you get to talking crazy and calling names and all of that. Yeah, the girls wear Skims because they thighs rub together, get sweaty down there. We coming back. Big salute to the chat, Harlem Legend. I see you in here. Big salute, my brother. You know, got a lot of love for you niggas, man. I remember the good old days of 05 the movement. I used to get that notification. I knew it was about to get real. I knew I could be over the road, nigga. I could be anywhere, you know what I mean? I knew when 050 went live, it was about to be some raw content. Big salute to the homie Harlem Legend, China Brim. Elevation is beautiful. But we gotta be aware of what's really going on, my nigga. And you dudes better be getting paid at least $5. Listen, whatever they paid you, tell them niggas we need more. Tell them we need more. I'll represent you. I'm real good with my words and all that. I know how to talk to the dog fur, Harlem. Yeah, I know how to talk to the dog fur. I can represent you. You know what I mean? For a small fee, I talk to the dog fur, tell them we need more. Yeah, we're not going to report on none of that. We're not talking about Jimmy. We're not talking about let's rap about it. We're not talking about 50. We're not talking about none of you niggas. You won't get a piece of content done on this channel. We need more. All right? More money, more mucho dinero, more bankroll, more paperbacks, more green, all that. Cheese, cheddar, mozzarella. Yeah, Harlem, I talk to the people. Yeah, put me on the... Lock in, man. I'm good. I know how to talk to the dog fur. I know how to get them right. All right. Big salute to the chat, man. You already know what time it is, man. I'm back at the big house. We going live in a few hours. Make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing. We gonna tap in for sure. So you already know, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man. You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You absolutely know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Listen, man, I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoating this content and we ain't dressing nothing up. I'm giving it to you straight raw. I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest. I gotta keep it real. I'm the last channel on YouTube that got that pure dope. Pure, nigga. Wouldn't give a fuck about no celebrity, nigga. You know, I know who you niggas is. Jada Kiss is Clarence from 8 Mile. Jada Kiss parents had a real good marriage. Yeah, Jada Kiss went to a private school. You ain't never used the scales that they weigh the whales with. You ain't never did that. So it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Yeah, I carved out a lane for the real. I'm the only one in it. Nobody can really get in this lane, man. Not with the checks y'all getting. You can't really talk like this. You niggas gotta watch your mouth and all that. You niggas respectfully, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't nobody call me and be like, yo, GMB, relax. Don't talk about Kiss like that. Just take it easy. I don't get them phone calls. All right? Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe, but make sure y'all do that. Listen, man, it's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now, listen, you can tap in. You can tap out. But you know my slogan. You know what I suggest? And I suggest you tap in. Gang.